I think that as immigrants, whether we're professional baseball players playing in the All-Star game or whether we're immigrants trying to get an education or open their own business, we have a lot of things to contribute to this nation. Just as we're able to enjoy baseball for what it is as a sport and deem it Americans' pastime, we should also be able to celebrate the contributions that immigrants make outside the field. I think the real disconnect here is that amidst of us having the conversations that we're currently having on immigration, we're having an all-star game in the nation's capital where the President of the United States continues to essentially point his finger at immigrants, at foreigners, saying that we're the ill of this country. My home country, Venezuela, or other countries like the Dominican Republic, continuously export their talent to play at the MLB and in these amazing games and provide Americans with one of their biggest pastimes. When it comes down to the All-Star game, we have a very unique sense of what that means for our country. We'll see that a lot of the faces in there are faces of immigrants, people who come into this country to pursue a specific dream, and that dream is to play ball. This nation ought to look at itself and at the sport and say, what would happen if we didn't have any Latinos or if we didn't have any immigrants in the sport? Like, what would legitimately happen if we were to take these people and deport them back to their home country? I think we will see a very different sport. I think we will see a very different line of MVPs. Over the years, what I've learned here in the United States of being an immigrant is that it's not just about repping your home country. We gotta recognize that, whether it's a person from Venezuela or Colombia or any other Latin American country, going out there and making big leaps for their sport, for themselves, for their home nation, etc. Those are things that ought to be recognized with the understanding that that person is carrying a lot of things on their back. Family, friends, a home country that they may not be able to go back to. And on top of all that, that is a person that plays for the United States of America. As we continue to march down this very, very dark chapter of our nation's history, we're banning people from entering the United States, meaning that who knows if we'll be able to bring new baseball players to the United States. So I will say to baseball players who are kind of like on the fence about whether or not they should take ownership and dive in more into an issue like immigration, they have the ability of help move something so big and abstract as legislative policy. The truth is, immigrants like myself are people who want to contribute back to this country, want to earn an honest life, want to make sure that their children have an opportunity to grow up in this country, and ultimately make sure that we continue to grow it just as much as we care for it in a compassionate and moral way that upholds a lot of the values that we hold dear as Americans, which is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.